Hey guys, what's up? Tyler here with TGameNTech, back with podcast number 7, and we're going to be going over a lot of things in today's podcast. But before we get started, like always, we're going to talk about what I've been watching. And so, some channels / videos that I've been watching. First one up is Duncan33303, and I've been watching his PC gaming builds lately. And he does a lot of PC builds on his channel. He's done a $300 gaming PC, $500. This latest one was $750, $1,000, $2,000, $1,500. He's done a lot of different kinds of videos, a lot of different gaming PCs. He also does other phone reviews, tech reviews in general, and he does a lot of cool videos as well. And his quality is like superb. Some of the best quality I've seen in a tech reviewer on YouTube. So you should definitely check his channel out. Once again, that was Duncan33303. I'm gonna try to remember to put all the links in the description for this podcast for the channels that I've been watching, to get the channel links to you guys. That way you can click on them if you're watching through YouTube and visit the channels as well after this has already been uploaded. And so the next channel is TechFi. That is TECHFY. And this is kind of a newer channel that I found and subscribed to. And on his channel, he has the life proof review for the iPhone 5 along with a Blue Lounge Milo review. And the quality is amazing. It's good stuff. I could tell just by looking at the channel banner in the thumbnails that he puts a lot of time and effort into his channel. The channel trailer, the channel banner, and your channel thumbnails definitely say a lot, and they are a first impression. I could tell his channel is good quality because he had a very nice clean banner. The thumbnails are well done, and so I expected good quality, and that's what I got when I actually watched the videos. And so they do a lot of good reviews over there on that channel. You should definitely check them out. They only have 200 or so subscribers, and so they're just growing, just starting out and getting the steam going. I know what that's like. I've been there, believe me. I'm still kind of there, still in the growing phase. And so you should head over and check out that channel as well. That channel is TechFi. Like I said before, the link will be in the description below. And so the last channel is actually a channel that doesn't really fit in with any of my other categories. It's not tech, and it's not gaming, and it's not really YouTube. And this channel is about sculpting with clay. This channel is actually The Brooding Tom, TheBroodingTom. The Brooding Tom, he does a lot of sculptures and stuff on his channel, sculpting time lapses, painting sculptures. It's really cool. He's taught himself how to do all this kind of stuff. He's self-taught. I talked to him a little bit through a chat asking him, where'd you learn all this kind of stuff? And he said he just self-taught himself just by messing around with the clay and just learning. And so he makes some really cool stuff. He had a 3-headed dragon on there. He did an alien recently, and he does really good work and should definitely check it out. It's one of the more different channels, I guess, that I'm subscribed to. It's definitely unique, and I'm not really subscribed to any other channels like that. And so you should definitely check him out. His channel is The Brooding Tom. And so that's really all I have in terms of what I've been watching. And so now we're getting ready to move on to the next part of the podcast. And we're going to be talking about Google Fiber a little bit. And so Google Fiber is Google's high-speed internet that they are releasing. The first one was released in Kansas City, and now they're releasing in Austin, Texas. And so Google Gigabit Internet is just going to be crazy fast. It's going to blow the competition out of the water. It's just going to be like, you're not even relevant anymore. Look at this awesome internet we have for a decent price. And now AT&T just decided, hey, we want to offer extreme high-speed internet in Austin too. And it's like, really? Why are you doing that? Honestly, I think you're wasting your money, because AT&T versus Google for high-speed internet. Honestly, who's somebody going to buy from? Even though I have the phone from AT&T, I'm going to be buying internet from Google if it ever comes around here. Just because they can offer it for such a cheap price, theoretically cheap price, it's just going to be like, there's going to be no competition. It's just going to be crazy. The bad thing is that it's going to probably knock out a lot of local businesses in terms of internet. But as of now, I'm pretty sure they aren't offering cable or telephone lines or anything like that. It's just fiber optic gigabit internet. And so I think it's awesome that they're expanding. I wish they'd come to my little town with like one stop sign and install gigabit internet, but that's not going to happen. But I'm happy with what I have now. I have 20 down and 2 up. The up could be a little bit faster, but it's better than 1.5 down and 0.5 up that we had a couple months ago. And so, yeah, Google Fiber is awesome. If it's coming to your city, you're extremely lucky, and you should definitely buy it. And so speaking of Google, Google is doing a Play Store redesign for Google devices, Android devices, and mine, my Galaxy S3 and my Nexus 7 do not have the new design. I will go to it right now and we'll check. Nope. This looks like it still has the same old design as it did before. Here we go. Still like the dark theme, but apparently this new one's more light themed. I checked it out. It fits more with Google Plus, YouTube, and Google Keep and Google Drive, and it's a very flat design, very light themed, and I think it looks really good. And they said it might take a few weeks or so to roll out to all devices, but be looking for the new Google Play Store on your Android device. And so next, I want to talk about the OUYA, and the OUYA is a Kickstarter project that was recently just released, and it's basically Android based in terms of software, but it can play basically any Android game from the Play Store, and you can buy games through the actual games. Someone said it plays only free games, but then you can buy the game through an in-app purchase, but you get annoying pop-ups. I'm not really sure how that works or why it works. Not many people have it. I read on The Verge that they really weren't impressed with it. The designs, it's not bad. It's just really just a cube. They called it a metal Chinese container because like a takeout container, and it really kind of looks like that. It's just kind of like a metal rectangle and really doesn't have much in terms of design. It has a power button. It has ports on the back. And the controller just looks like your regular USB controller, nothing special. And you know, it has the 4-button layout. It has a little touchpad on the controller, which is kind of cool, kind of like the PS4 controller. And that does help you navigate through the software and the interface. But they weren't overly impressed. The software looked clunky. I watched a video. The software looked a little bit clunky. It just looks like it wasn't ready for release. And in the opinions of some people that reviewed it, they said if you were a Kickstarter supporter and you're getting this now, you should be disappointed because you should expect a little bit more, and they should provide you with a little bit more. I don't know. I haven't played it. I know some people, and I'm in contact with some people who have and are going to play it. But one thing that it does have the ability to do, and one thing it advertises itself as, is the best hackable game console. And you can actually hack it, hack it and install ROM loaders that will actually play video game ROMs such as like Super Mario World, Mario Kart 64. It can do all of that. And that makes me question the legality of the whole thing. That's not exactly legal to say for just to download ROMs, really. If you don't own a ROM, or if you're not doing it for review purposes or instructional purposes, it's illegal for you to download and play and just pretty much own. And so if you already have the game, though, or you're using a tutorial or you're reviewing for some kind of educational purpose, it's not illegal to have. But the pure fact that the OUYA can download that and it kind of claims that and it kind of brags about that is just kind of like, I don't know. I could see Nintendo and any other owner of all these games having issues with that. But I doubt I'm going to buy the OUYA. I mean, it looks kind of cool. Maybe if it gets updated a little bit, it'll get a little bit better. But at the moment, I'm not really interested. And so if you guys have any opinions on the OUYA, comment down below. Do you have one? Are you going to use one? Or what do you think about it? Personally, I don't think it's bad. I think it could be better, but it has a little ways to go. I guess this release looks like more of a beta to me, and the full release should be down the road, but they're already claiming this is the full release. It could use a couple updates, and maybe it's just software updates that need fixed. I don't really know the hardware. I didn't do that much research into it. I just know that it exists and kind of the gist of it, but I don't know the hardware specs. But a lot of this maybe could easily be fixed with software updates. So we will see. And so, yeah, Cool Saw Productions said, I heard about the OUYA. That's kind of the main reaction when people talk about it. It's like, oh, I heard about it, but I really don't know much about it. And so, you know, I think that's what it's going to be like for a while. People are like, oh, I've heard of the OUYA, but I'm not going to buy it. But that might change. If it is extremely successful and it kind of catches on, that may change. And it's for $99. I'm pretty sure that's what it is right now. So it's pretty affordable for a home console that plays Android games and is hackable. And so, as I click on down the list, that's kind of all we really have in terms of tech and games. Now we're going to move on to the YouTube side of things. And lately, there's been a lot of buzz surrounding YouTube and network partnerships. And I am partnered through Social Blade with RPM and Maker Studios. I'm happy with my contract. I have full creative control of my channel. I have no issues with it. It's a year-long contract. I'm not really going to say anything else about it, except for I'm happy with it. I don't have any issues whatsoever. I've been treated fair. I've had issues, and they are dealt with eventually. There was a couple issues there that were a little bit delayed. The support response from RPM was a little bit delayed. I would have preferred a little bit quicker, but eventually it did get sorted out, so I'm thankful for that. They did a good job sorting it all out. But there's all this buzz surrounding network partnerships now, and it's kind of like, should you even get partnered anymore? Because there's really no features that are exclusive to partners. If you look, everybody has a channel banner now. People are eventually and slowly, everybody's getting these scheduled uploads. People are slowly getting custom thumbnails, and there's really nothing left for network partners or YouTube partners to have that kind of sets them apart. Now, some people claim that network partners get a little bit higher in the search rankings, but I don't really know if that's true or not. I don't know how much research there is to back that up. But overall, people really aren't as hyped up about network partnerships as they have been in the past. And so if you're a YouTube channel and you're thinking, well, should I partner? Or all these people are saying don't partner, these people are saying do partner, why should I partner? Some of the reasons why I partnered was so I don't have to deal with AdSense anymore, because I absolutely hate AdSense. I hate dealing with it because when I had my channel, I was getting denied monetization for videos I completely owned. There could have been a video of me sitting in this chair like this, and I was denied monetization for no reason whatsoever, and it'd hang in monetization review forever, and it wouldn't get resolved. And I was extremely frustrated, and so I was like, I need to figure out something. And so I went for a network partnership, Social Blade and RPM. I applied when it was 750 views per day. It is now 84 views per day, 2,500 a month. It's really easy to get in. And so I also got in for security. Just security reasons, like kind of just more support. I'll just leave it at that. You get more support when you're with a network than when you with your just YouTube and AdSense, because honestly, there's no such thing as AdSense support. There's no such thing as YouTube support. Let's be real. You're not gonna call up YouTube and say, hey, I got an issue. They're too busy doing something else. They don't have time for that kind of stuff. And so YouTube support's basically non-existent. There's forums and there's frequently asked questions. That's about it. But with a network, you have access usually to support tickets, talking to reps. I know on Social Blade, we have the Social Blade IRC where people come in all the time and ask questions. You can visit that, go to socialblade.com and click on the YouTube chat. I'm usually always there throughout the day answering questions, helping people out. And the YouTube chat's actually watching this right now. And shout out to them, the Social Blade IRC. And, you get a little bit more support and a little bit more security with a network. And so in general, network partnerships, though, the quality has diminished over the past couple months. There was a big fallout with Machinima with a lot of their partners. A lot of their partners were leaving. They did pay cuts, big pay cuts, and they even said to a lot of people, we're offering you to leave the contract and leave Machinima before your contract ends because we're changing the way you're getting paid. We're changing the way a lot of people are getting paid. And so basically they were breaching contract, which lets people leave if they want. But they were coming out and saying, hey, we're letting you know we're breaching contract, we're changing something, and so we're going to let you legally go without having any issues whatsoever. And so a lot of people left. I know a lot of big YouTubers left from Machinima, and they went to other networks to take their YouTube endeavors because they cut pay a lot. And Machinima still has, though, this rep that it's the best network ever. I think, honestly, a lot of people just don't know a lot. I'm not here to bash Machinima or anything. People have had success with them, good for them. But it's not what it used to be. And a lot of people just want Machinima for the name. And this is for any contract or any partnership. You need to do the research before you actually apply. The whole thing went down with RPM, or not RPM, with Maker Studios and Ray William Johnson. What's going on there? I don't really know. And so in terms of signing contracts, you got to be careful what you do. You don't want to sign away creative control because the moment you do that, that's when they can sit there and say, you need to do this on your channel. And you don't want to do that. With this contract with Social Blade and RPM, I can do whatever I want on my channel. I have full creative control. So I can make a video about whatever I want. I can make a video about this little remote control. I can make a video about my dog rolling around on the floor. I have full creative control, and I don't have any intros I have to play. I don't have an outro or a logo I have to place anywhere. None of that stuff. And so that's good. You want full creative control. Also, you want a decent money split. The 60 Social Blade and RPM is a 60-40 split. I get 60%, they get 40%. That's common knowledge. And so I'm not breaching anything by saying that. That's common knowledge. You can ask around, you can get that information anywhere. A lot of contracts are 70-30, and some even are 80-20. But you have to be careful. What are you getting that's 80%? Because 80% of junk is still junk. You have to realize that. 60% of something good is still something good. But 80% of junk is still junk. If you're looking at an old moldy pie, 80%, you getting 80% of a moldy pie, you're still getting a junky moldy pie. If you have a nice cake over here that's fresh and it's ice cream cake, 60% of that ice cream cake is still good ice cream cake. I hope that makes sense. And so just because a contract or a network offers you 80% or 70%, don't go running and saying, partner me, please. Do your homework a little bit. Ask around. Get some opinions. That's all I'm saying. And so, yeah, there's other partnerships. RPM is just doing this new fast track partnership, which I think they shouldn't be doing. I'll be honest. I think they need to spend more time focusing on partners that they already have. That's my personal opinion. I mean, I kind of understand what they're doing. I can see what they're doing. I don't like it. I really wish they would spend time in helping promote channels that have been around a little bit while longer than just trying to make a quick buck. That's all I'm going to say about that. But, if they offer me a good contract again after when my renewal's up, I'll stick with them. And I plan to kind of maybe level up in the contracts, maybe get the game station contract with my gaming channel, a maker contract with this channel. So we'll see. And so, like I said, I'm not here to bash, just to say all networks are terrible. I'm just saying do your homework. I might have gave some connotations that I don't like some networks. But, I have my personal opinion. You can have yours, and that's perfectly fine. And we can all get along. And so if you have other questions about network partnerships, you can ask me some other time. And so the last little section I had was this success on YouTube. I just want to touch that briefly. Success on YouTube, basically in a nutshell, is what you make of it. I mean, how do you see success on YouTube? For me, full success on YouTube is being able to rely on YouTube fully as my financial income. That's my definition of having success on YouTube. To be able to rely on YouTube fully for all my financial needs. That's my goal. I graduated with a video and audio degree. I want to make good use of it. And this is video and audio. Video, audio. And so I absolutely love making videos. And, my goal was to be able to rely on YouTube as a financial income fully. I just used a bunch of words, probably not in the right order. But I want to rely on YouTube as my main source of income. That's what I want to say. That's my definition of success. Some people, the definition of success for YouTube is just having a lot of fun. And, that's perfectly fine. I'm having a lot of fun. Some people, it's 1,000 subscribers. Some people, it's 10,000. Some people, it's getting to meet someone. Being a friend with one of your favorite YouTubers. Maybe that's your definition of success. It's very subjective. And so whatever you want success to be on YouTube is kind of what you make of it. If you stick around, after this, we're going to be doing some Q&A. I'm probably going to talk a little bit about how to grow your channel. How to grow your channel. And so stick around for that. If you're watching this afterwards, you can always hit me up and ask me on Twitter or comment down below. What are some tips? I can refer you to my YouTube tips series because success on YouTube is completely different than growing your channel on YouTube. Completely different things. Completely different things. Don't let anybody tell you different. Because your definition of success might be completely different than mine. But growing a channel is the same thing across all channels because you're growing a channel. And so that's going to probably wrap this one up. I know we kind of rambled on about networks there a long time, but I kind of want to get some points across. I'm going to be talking about how to grow your channel here after the actual podcast. And talked about Google Fiber, the Google PlayStore redesign, and the OUYA. All that stuff was covered in this podcast as my screens go blank. And so thank you guys so much for watching. Follow me on Twitter. It's Tyler TGNT. The links are on all my videos and all the descriptions for all my other social links as well. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already for more tech and gaming videos and podcasts. And check out my gaming channel, Player Select Gaming, if you're into gaming and Let's Plays and all that kind of stuff. And so that's going to wrap this one up. If you're listening on iTunes, thank you so much for downloading. You can also watch this on YouTube. It will be available on my YouTube channel, TGameNTech. And like always, thank you guys so much for watching and listening, and we'll see you guys in the next podcast.